The ISFJ personality within the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator is actually one of the most common personality types, being almost 14% of our population. It is 8% men and 19.5% females. And these people tend to be very excited. They are committed and they're steady and they are thorough. The ISFJ is quiet, friendly, responsible, and conscientious. But don't devote that quietness for being reserved and having no feelings, because they do. They have a lot of feelings. They get excited and they love people. They are thorough, accurate, and loyal, and they really are very good about noticing and remembering specifics about people, especially people who are important to them. They're very concerned about how the others people feel and how the world in general feels. They are going to strive to create a very orderly and harmonious environment in their surroundings and in their homes. The ISFJ has some great characteristics of being very realistic as well as practical. They love facts. They use that sensing part of their personality to gain data and facts, and they have an incredible amount of stored information. They're going to remember very clearly details about things that have personal meanings to them, especially even like facial expressions and tones of voice. They're practical and realistic, and they're very specific, and they use their feeling part of their personality to make their decisions, and their decisions are based upon their values, their personal values, and their concerns for others. Now remember that because they have this feeling preference, they really have a great need for harmony and cooperation. Because of that, they also are very cooperative, and they tend to be extremely thoughtful of others and kind and sensitive. Now, at their very best, they are dependable and considerate and committed to people and groups, and they're faithful. They are going to carry out their responsibilities with a steady energy. They love to complete their jobs fully and on time because they feel that that is part of their values. They are extremely devoted to making sure that they fulfill all of their commitments. And they're going to go to great trouble to do something that they see is necessary, but they aren't going to be very happy if it doesn't really make sense to them. Remember that their focus is really on relationships, on what people need and people want. And because of that, all of their roles, their responsibilities, their procedures, their routines are all going to be based on harmonious relationships and the needs of their global family, their family relationships, and their friends. And they are going to expect that other people will do the exact same. On the other side of that coin, though, they get very frustrated when things don't go right. They may actually get very caught up in some kind of details, becoming obsessed with them. This is what happens when they are stressed or when they have lack of control and they're out of their range or out of their own ability to control what they need to. They may lose some common sense and almost seem to get stuck, and they're going to view their future as well as their present in very pessimistic, negative ways. They may feel overwhelmed by new experiences and requirements and even get lost. They're going to feel alone. They might feel self-pity and even martyrdom, and they're going to romanticize past. They may even become a little bit rigid about what they think is the right way to do things and be very structured in that manner. The ISFJ, when you look at them, you may think that they're unassuming and quiet. And sometimes they are, because they tend to put the needs of others in front of them, especially family members. And they're going to neglect their own needs at many times. They are uncomfortable with confrontation. And so remember that they need to be away from confrontation and conflict because they need that harmony. They need to be able to have a space where they can, however, have a challenge, and they want people to understand that they have great values and they desire for structure and closure. However, what people don't see is that they have a really rich, accurate sense of facts and data. They are serious, conscientious, they're good caretakers, and they really are very tradition oriented and honor their commitments.